You didn't quit. You're really like against all odds. You're doing something that no one in the family's done, that none of your friends have done.
I'm just gonna say the thing you're not supposed to say.
Whatever is mine is looking for me.
You have to know what road to take to get to your final destination.
Everything that you ever wanted is on the other side of fear.
Hi Tribe, welcome back Between Two Worlds with Yoni, where duality isn't conflict, it's a conversation. So I am back for episode 2 on Remember This. So in this episode, I want to talk about how not to trick yourself out of your spot. And I'm going to be using the example of Ace from Love is Blind. He has tricked himself out of his spot. And what a lot of people are missing is that Shelly, Ace, Olandria, and Nick, they were a core 4 of Love Island. They may not have been winners on the show, but coming out of the show, they were the core 4. And sometimes in life, you have to not allow your emotions to trick you out of your own spot. And I get it. A lot of people are like, oh, Ace is so real. Ace is so real. I'm not really seeing that, but I'll entertain it for the sake of this conversation. So one thing that I had to learn about being real, because as you can see, I made a channel name change because I have grown out of Real Talk with Yoni. And Real Talk with Yoni was a girl that felt silenced a lot growing up. She was a silence girl. She felt like she wasn't heard in life, and she felt like no one really understood her. So when I created the channel name, Real Talk with Yoni, Straight No Chaser, it was me stepping into this space of finally speaking my mind and speaking for myself and not allowing others to speak for me and not allowing others to silence me. So I was basically marking my territory, and that's just where I was in life at that moment in my life. And it was an incredible phase in my life, and I have no regrets. I don't regret anything that I said or I did. I just felt like at that time in that space in my life, that's just where I was at. But I have grown out of that. One thing I had to learn about truth is, yes, it's empowering to speak your truth and to keep it real. It's very empowering, but you also have to understand that sometimes it gets you to a point where it just becomes reactive after a while. Like I started maturing to a level where speaking my truth and being real, I was doing it from a place of just reaction. And I had to learn how to navigate this new level of life of understanding that sometimes it serves me better to just be quiet. Sometimes it serves me better to walk in my truth through action and not words. Sometimes it's better for me to show up just my authentic self and not really saying anything at all. And when I was in the Real Talk with Yoni phase, I was all about being loud and being heard. And that isn't always the best approach. I am known for being a chameleon, but I feel misunderstood because I'm adaptable. And you need to be adaptable because you need to learn how to move in certain spaces and situations that you may find yourself in so that you can make certain choices and decisions that truly serve your highest good. But you can't do that if you think the world just operates from this black and white perspective. There's a lot of nuance to this life experience. And one thing that I had to learn about me being in that phase of Real Talk with Yoni is that the world is so much more complex than black and white. Black and white is complex. It is. But it's so much greater than that. And I grew up in a belief system that, oh, the world is just black and white. And I had to understand that what serves me may not work for the next person, and what serves the next person may not serve me. So I had to learn how to adapt. I had to learn how to change. I had to learn how to get rid of certain outdated belief systems because I realized that the world isn't just black and white, that there's a lot of nuance. There's a lot of complexities that we tend to not focus on or give that much attention to because this world operates off of believing the extreme of the world is just black and white. So when it comes to this, remember this episode, I want you to understand that sometimes we trick ourselves out of our own spot because we don't consider the nuance. We don't consider the flip side. We only consider our point of view. We don't consider other people's point of view. So I'm going to use Ace as an example. He spoke out. He spoke his truth. I'm not here to dismiss what his truth is because I don't really know him. I don't know the situation. I wasn't a witness. I was not there. However, what he did not consider was the flip side of his truth and how people may perceive it, how people may receive it. Was it good timing? Because a lot of people don't consider these things. Was this a conversation that he should have had with Olandria before he had it on a podcast in front of the entire world? These are things that you need to consider. And this is why it is important as a woman, it's important that you go out into the world and you have wise counsel in your corner. Because you don't ever want to be tricked out of your spot just because you were listening to someone that it wasn't wise counsel. You listened to someone and you took someone else's advice and it was not wise counsel. I have given wise counsel to so many different YouTubers. So many different YouTubers that wanted to react, that just wanted to speak their truth and tell their side of the story. And I had to counsel them out of that because I was seeing it from the flip side. And of course, I saw it from their point of view. Of course I did. Of course I did, because I'm always going to be on the side of truth. However, I also always consider the flip side, the nuance of situations, because life is complex. And you have to understand that sometimes being quiet just serves you better because you're trying to go up against something that you can't defeat in this moment. Your truth alone is not going to dismantle illusions. And this is something I had to learn in 2022. I had to learn a very hard lesson about me just being blunt and being reactive. It's not always going to serve me in every situation. That sometimes my real, raw, and truth is going to rub people in a way that's not true. That creates an illusion around me to have people believe what's not true. So sometimes you have to be real enough to know and to understand by seeing the flip side, seeing the nuances of situations, that if I say this, it's not going to hit people in the way that I want it to hit people. It's not going to expose the truth in the way that I think. It's actually going to backfire. It's going to blow up in my face. It's going to create chaos. It's going to create drama. It's going to create messiness. Sometimes it's best for you to take a step back, pause, sit in silence, reflect, and not say a word at all. And it's not that, oh, you're not keeping it real. It's just you're not speaking up now because it does not serve you now. Sometimes you have to wait for the smoke to clear. Sometimes you have to wait for you to cross that bridge before you set it on fire. Sometimes you have to sit in stillness. And yes, sometimes it sucks because if you are anything like me, you want to speak your mind right now in the moment because you're seeing the BS and you're like, oh my God, I cannot believe people are believing this. Oh my God, I can't believe people are saying this. The strongest people in this world have the power to sit in silence while being condemned. And this is what I have learned, and this is why I'm growing away from real talk with Yoni, straight no chaser. It's always going to be real with me, but I'm also going to move situationally. I'm always going to do things that serve me in my highest good at all times. And that requires me to be real with myself before I'm keeping it real with anyone else. And if I'm looking at situations from the flip side, if I'm looking at situations from a bird's eye view, if I'm looking at situations from a nuanced perspective, sometimes it's just best for me to shut the fuck up. And that's just something that I've had to learn. Sometimes it's best for me to shut the fuck up. It's best for me to sit on what I know. It's best for me to keep my cards close to my chest and not be reactive. So I have matured so much in this space. I have grown so much in this space. I feel honored to be able to say, that's how I used to operate. But now I have grown out of that. And now I'm moving into this space of shutting the fuck up more, sitting in silence, allowing my power to be silence. Me not saying anything at all, allowing that to speak for me. It is so empowering. And sometimes you gotta allow people to believe what they want to believe. Because a lot of times people believe what they believe simply because they want to. They just want to. It doesn't matter what you say, how you say it. You can put it in 1,000 different ways. Some people just want to believe what they want to believe because that's just what they want to believe. And that's what you're trying to go up against, as if it's going to change anything in their mind. It's not. So I sit here in silence more than speaking my mind and keeping it real. So remember this. Is it really necessary for you to say anything, or is it about to trick you out of your own spot? Because you don't want to get tricked out of your own spot. You got to know how to move in this world. For you to win, it's about you winning. You got to know when keeping it real with certain people keeps you losing. Because those people, they not real themselves. So remember this. Don't trick yourself out of your own spot by just being reactive. Truth is in how you show up. It's in how you treat people. It's your work. It's your creativity. It's how you love people. It's your kindness. It's your heart. It's your discipline. So remember this.
This is my opinion. I'm free to state my opinion anytime I like, right? Thank you.
I don't want you to feel like that, but yeah, feel like that.